When the spring flowers are in bloom, it's clear that all that glitters is not gold. But gold and flowers aside, what really put Jamestown on the map was the railroad. At least that's what they say at the State Historic Park. It's called Railtown, but it's also a working rail yard. On a visit, you'll see the same locomotives that have been riding these rails since 1897, going back in time, so to speak. This is an area you don't see until you come on an actual tour. This is the Roundhouse, and Larry Ingold is the superintendent of the railway here. Now, I've never seen one like this. Is this an unusual structure?
Yes, it is. It's one of the few remaining structures in the United States, and probably the only structure such as this, a roundhouse that people can tour. This is an original roundhouse. It's been here since the turn of the century. Our locomotives have all been here since they were purchased new. This is how the men worked on the trains. It's grease and it's smoke and it's the smells of the roundhouse.
And it's the sound of an old steam engine that brings back memories of an almost forgotten era. These locomotives once echoed through the hills of the gold country along the Sierra Railway. The railroad was built in 1897 to connect the gold mines and lumber mills of Tuolumne County with the rest of the world. Visitors can still experience the thrill of a steam train ride on weekend excursions through the Motherlode foothill country.
Right now, the bell is on the main wheel.
So what do people do when they come here?
People have several choices when they come to Railtown. They can take a roundhouse tour, which is about an hour-long walking tour of our grounds and facilities here, see work being done on the locomotives. You should wear your grubby clothes. On any day, they may see any number of people here inside, around, and about the locomotives, hammering on them and welding on them and doing assorted repair works or getting the locomotives ready to operate in the day's train.
What was that blowing off of steam?
The boiler's like a big tea kettle. And what happens is the solids start to sink in the boiler, and we blow off the bottom part of the water in the boiler to get rid of the solids so we don't have caking like you might find in a tea kettle on a stove.
Oh, now here's engine 28. Is there a story to 28?
Engine 28 was built by the Baldwin Locomotive Works in 1922 in Philadelphia, and it was purchased new by this railroad in 1922, and it stayed here. It got replaced in 1955 by some diesel locomotives like you'd see on the Southern Pacific.
Right-hand side of you?
What are the high points of the tour?
I think the high points are the machine shop. Everybody, of course, is interested in our movie prop area. The Sierra Railway here has done over 175 motion pictures from Hollywood. There's a sign here from High Noon. We have the signs from the Los Angeles Union Depot that were used in The World's Greatest Lover. The sign for Kansas City is here from the movie Dodge City. Recently, they did Petticoat Junction. They can see the water tank where the girls threw their petticoats over the top and went swimming at the base of the Shady Rest Hotel.
Any personal satisfaction for you working in a place like this?
It's great satisfaction. People often ask me, is this what I do for a living or do I have a real job? And this is a real job. It's real hard, sweaty toil, especially during the summer months when it's 106 degrees out here, but there's a lot of satisfaction doing a sort of a manual job that's been done for a number of years the same way.
Yeah. Do any of you rail people secretly hope that this is all going to be back someday?
Oh, we'd like to hope that. I don't think it'll ever happen. I think BART is here to stay on that, but we'd love to see this sort of transportation be used once again, but I think it's going to be permanently in museum situations such as this is.
Railtown is open daily for tours from 9:30 to 4:30 through September, and weekends year-round. Admission is $2 for adults, $1.25 for children. Train rides through the Motherlode foothills depart 4 times a day on weekends and holidays. Reservations should be made well in advance. Railtown State Historic Park is located in Jamestown on 5th Avenue, just a few blocks from the center of town.